Hey there, Chris Bailing with AlleyTrak. In this latest release, we are rolling out a new feature which I'm really excited about, and it is the ability to offer multi-activity bookings in a single reservation. And I currently have one that's visible in the admin panel that I'm logged into. We can see I have a reservation for 12 o'clock today. This is a multi-activity booking where we are booking for one lane of bowling from 12 to 1 o'clock. And then I also have another space that we're using. We're doing a party room rental after that, room 1 from 1 to 2 o'clock. And if we look at our account here, I have multiple activities on my account, but two of those for this specific event is our bowling space and our party room space. Now, as normal for reservations, I can click on the reservation from the grid to open up and view the details for the event. We're going to see the specific spaces that are being used for this event. And then also we're going to see that in our card on the right-hand side, which we can click in to view those details. Now, if I go to the second activity for this event, which is the party room space, we're going to see that event show up in the grid, properly blocking out the space that it needs for this. And that is using one of the really powerful things with multi-activity bookings is that it looks at the individual requirements for a specific location or activity, and based on the number of guests that are participating, we're able to determine how many spaces they need for it. And so if you're offering an example reservation for an hour of bowling and 45 minutes of axe throwing, you might have an instance where maybe you need 3 lanes for bowling, but 4 lanes for axe throwing. And so AlleyTrak can properly allocate that as part of the booking, ensure the availability, and help the customer book that all by themselves. If we hover over this reservation in the party room space, we're going to see a dialog that tells us that this event belongs to another primary location, which is our bowling space where we booked this event. But we can click on this event, we can view the details from our viewer, and then we can go in and start to edit this reservation. It's going to take us back over to the bowling side where we can see this reservation being plotted in our grid, and then we can take any actions from there if we want to update the details for the event, move it to another day, or just add some additional information. So very efficient to work with these multi-activity bookings. Now, to create a multi-activity event type, we really just need to go over to our packages, and we've added some new interface here to help streamline this process. So I have this example party package with cake option, and if I go in and click edit, we're going to see that we have 2 activities defined here, and I can close down these accordions. We have our first activity, which is for bowling. We're defining our duration requirement, our guests per lane, which we can use the default for the bowling space, or we can put in something custom. We can specify a specific number of lanes. These are all settings that have existed in AlleyTrak for a while in 4 packages. They are now compartmentalized for a specific activity, and we can define each activity and how much space they need and how long their event is going to be, and this allows us to really easily manage that availability. Now, if we wanted to create a new package to play around with multi-activity bookings, you can go ahead and do that just by clicking Add New Package up at the top right, and you'll see that or the initial activity loading for us straight out of the gate, and then we can start to make modifications, choose the different activity that we want this event to be for. Now, if I go back to packages here, I'm going to go ahead and click on this pizza party or party package with cake option, and we're going to click view direct link. And I wanted to walk through the customer checkout process. It's really very similar to how customers would historically book a party. So we can go into our package control. We can see the options that we have available. You have the ability to define a description for the package, but in this case, this package does not have a description provided. We have a duration defined here as 2 hours, which is the sum of our configuration for this package. We have an hour of bowling defined, and then we have an hour of the party room space defined as well. So it's all kind of calculated together to give us kind of a grand total for the duration. The same price options available exist for multi-activity bookings, and then from here we can select that package, view potential availability options, and then go through and create our booking. So we're going to scan through the system, look for available times. It is checking both the bowling space that we've defined and our party room space and ensuring that both spaces are available at that time. It also respects maximum limits that you might have in place due to package groups. But from here, we can go ahead and pick a time. We'll do this 2 to 4 o'clock time. It's going to go through and create this temporary reservation for our customer. We have, again, 1 hour of bowling defined from 2 to 3, and then we have the party room space from 3 to 4 being booked out. We can see our order totals being calculated for us, and then we can continue through to create this booking. Now, if I go back to our admin panel, I'm going to go back to our dashboard, and we go to Wednesday, May 22nd, we can see this booking that I've started to create. It's getting that 2 to 3 o'clock time, and then if we go to our party room space, we're going to see that 3 to 4 o'clock time slot also being blocked out. This is being blocked out for the temporary reservation. While the customer goes through and completes their booking, we're holding these lanes and preventing other customers from being able to book them. So really excited for this new capability for multi-activity bookings. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out through email, our support chat at the bottom right of the admin panel, or schedule some time with me using the link in my email signature. Happy to walk through the capabilities of multi-activity bookings. Thanks so much for your time. We'll talk to you later.